Hello, and welcome to another edition of Millie Tries to Help. This is not made to take the mickey, so this is just made during the Covid-19 outbreak. It's currently Sunday the 19th of April, and I'm making my way to my local supermarket. So if you think that my being out is mocking you, then please don't watch. It's not intended to be that way. Right, the reason I'm out of breath is when I'm wearing a corset. Oh, why did I do that? Anyway, yeah, some people actually like the idea of videos and photographs showing the outdoors. I've got to go out because I'm out of milk and a couple of other important bits. Also, my neighbour, should I say neighbours, who are self-isolating, and has to take precautions, especially for the sake of their little babies. They're making their own bread just to save them having to go out, but they've run out of yeast, so need to get some of that for them. Anyway, I'm making this so you can see the outdoors. Life is going on for a lot of people. It's good to see that there are people still observing social distancing, which is good. Now in regard to shopping for others, that is all cool and everything, and vital for a lot of people, especially the vulnerable who can't really go out themselves, yet can't get any delivery slots at supermarkets, so that must be horrendous for them. So big props to those of you who are shopping for the people like that. It's really sweet of you. One amazing story I heard of, sorry if it's noise, I'm on a bit of a main road now. One amazing story I heard of was on the news. There's this gentleman, and he owns a taxi firm, and he was horrified to find out that this elderly couple, they picked up the last 4-pack of toilet roll, and this man in his 30s, big built, knocked them over, snatched the toilet roll and legged it. That's the worst part of the story. Now this is where the feel-good thing comes in. This person who runs a taxi firm, he thought to himself, well, I've hardly got any jobs because people can't go out anymore. I don't know, I use my fleet of cars and drivers to go out and collect shopping for all these vulnerable people, so they don't have to worry about being mugged anymore. So, what an amazing thing. Oh, that's brilliant. And if I sound out of breath, it's just this bloody corset. Why did I put that on? Oh, fashion victim. Anyway, it's a beautiful day out today, and it's just a shame that this horror story has happened during this bout of good weather we're having. But I'm looking around because wildlife is just taken to the world again. There's so much more animal activity than there used to be due to lack of people walking around. And it's just been wonderful. It's like all the chimney tops are just full of crows and magpies, and even the most timid of the birds, like the smaller ones, like the goldfinches and that. I think the goldfinches or blue tits, I can't tell, I don't know. But either way, even the most timid of creatures are coming out en masse, and it's just like, just love to see. But the downside is that everybody just can't go out for the sake of it just to see these creatures. But I saw on the news today that people have been doing like these meditation style walkthroughs of nature, and I just like getting a group of people to do a group video chat, and they ask them to close their eyes, and this person goes through all the varieties of flora and fauna, describing it all. It's just really, really sweet to see. So, yeah. And butterflies are all down. Like, lots of little cabbage white butterflies. Seen a whole host of cats roaming around. Although, saying that, one person raised a question, it's like, is it possible to catch the Covid-19 virus from cats if they've been let out? And the answer was, they can't carry it, which is good. Especially good news for the little kittens. You don't want them getting poorly, but at least it's not cross-transferable between species. But they said it is possible for the fur to carry it, so just be mindful if you do let your mogs out. But yeah, talking of animals and pets, it's been nice with people walking their dogs too. Not so many cars around. But it's just been nice for people to walk their dogs like that lady and kid up there, just walking and not having to worry about their dog being made to jump from loads and loads of traffic. It's been really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to do this in 2 parts because I am fast approaching Asda. But look at that, blazing sun. So yeah, I'm fast approaching Asda now. So I'm going to sign off now, and I will do part 2 later. I'll probably be laden down with bags of shopping, so I'll do it from the city of home. But you all take care, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Good morning. It's Monday the 19th of April 2020, and this is part 2 of the video I started making yesterday. So yeah, it's a nice shopping trip. I couldn't finish the video yesterday because just laying down shopping. Forgot the most important thing of all though. Forgot chocolate. But seriousness aside, it was nice that they actually had some of the stuff that I actually needed. So that's always good. No yeast for bread baking, so that's yeah. Oh, they had one bag of flour left. And this young couple came up and they said, do you need that flour? And it's like, no, I'm actually looking for bread yeast. And I said, oh, brilliant, and took the flour, bless them. So, yeah, it said that things are such short supply. Yeah, but yeah, I'm on my way to work. It's a bit of a chilly day today, but yeah, it's lovely and sunny, that's for sure. It's as I mentioned, it's this time of day when you see most of the wildlife reaching about and everything. Loads of birds out today, amazing. Yeah, oh, it's like little Tweety birds, they're so cute. In regard to the social distancing thing, I was at the checkouts and they've got a good queuing system. They've marked it out where to queue and spaces to stand in, and waited patiently. Oh, wow, goldfinches, that's so cool. Sorry. So yeah, I waited, and one of the assistants said, are you okay with self-checking? I went, yep, that's cool. So went halfway through, some bloke just waltzes up, gets as close as possible, puts his basket on the conveyor, and I was like, dude, you're meant to be social distancing. He glares at me until his assistant comes along with a security guard, and I said, what are you doing? What? So she said social distancing, there's a queue back there. I was like, so yeah, it's good that the place is taking it seriously, but it's worrying that there are some people who don't take it seriously. And on another note, not aiming this at anybody who's watching, but if you can pass this message on, after a pair of gloves or a mask have been spent, dispose of them responsibly. Some doctors, even one doctor, so say, on BBC News, he recommended that you put it all in a separate bag and keep it to one side. But this is what you get. You get people lobbing what's potentially biohazardous material around. Not big, not clever. So you can pass the message on. If there is anything biohazardous, bin it if you have to, but if possible, keep it in a separate bag and get it disposed of properly as a biohazardous item rather than just lobbing it on the floor. I've seen nests on the floor around here. It's not many, thankfully, but a few. Oh no! Right, you can see that, not much that. Poor little mob. Aww. Oh, she's only a kitten, 6 months old, bless her little heart. Aww. Yeah, if you could pass that message on as well for the kitten. Anyway, my bus is going to be here soon, so I'm going to sign off and I'll film myself walking through Nottingham City Centre for you. Let's see if there's any of those ducks in the pond. Alright, see you later. Bye! Right, so here we are in Nottingham City Centre for part 3 of the video, and I'm just walking down Angel Road on my way to the water feature, see if there's any birds. I'm on my way to get a couple of bits and bobs for work from Poundland. It's eerie quiet. This time of year, people busting with people. The kids get One weird thing is I know it's a little bit chilly, but there are people walking around with parkas on and hoods up and everything. It's really Arctic conditions. But then again, I suppose with people spending a lot of time indoors, the body temperature would be getting used to being warm indoors. So, if you do go out, just be ready for it to be chilly. Something is that there's still homeless people sleeping there. It's a shame that they don't help these people. Right, so just listen over there, and then water features are. So no ducks, there's plenty of crows over there. So yeah, it's a beautiful bright day, but it's just so deceptive. People not realising how risky it is being out. I'm doing my best to keep away from people. It's a bit odd that there are like large groups of people just wandering around together at this time of morning. So, Nottingham City Centre, and you think that lots of people moving about, but there's not. It's just empty. So, it just makes you think. Start pondering things that it'll go back to being normal. How long will it be before they find a vaccine exactly? I mean, there's absolutely no point saying when will lockdown be over, we want it over. It's like, it'll be over when it's over. It's all about prioritising. It's all about being sensible. There's no point saying, oh, yeah, we want to go out. Yeah. I'd like to be able to hop on a bus and go to work and get a few bits and then go to the indoor market with encourage them to pick up some more fabric, but at the moment we can't. We've all got to do our bit to make sure we can at least slow the spread of the virus. And, we've got to make sure we do what we can to make sure that this illness doesn't infect every single person. Yeah, we'd like to go out, but there's no point saying that you're fed up and want this to be dealt with right this moment. And all that's going to do is help the virus spread. Simple as that. I know it's frustrating, I know it's horrible, and I know people want to go outside and see friends. I want to go and see friends. I was meant to have gone to Wales, but 2 days before we got on lockdown. So anyway, I'm fast approaching Poundland, so I'll do the rest of the video later. Tweak a bit. Bye. So, next part. Yeah, following up from last one, I wasn't moaning at anybody saying why do we have to stay indoors and or you're not allowed to moan. You just have to be sensible and realise, you know, firing on the break. We have to do what we've got to do. So, but one thing I will say is this: when it comes to tempers flaring, try and bear in mind not to use this current situation and being cooped up as an excuse to be horrible to others. How can you say this without people taking offence? Everybody seems to be taking offence at everything. But if you've got a problem with someone, just tell them. Don't wait for an opportunity for them to say something on Facebook or whatever and then pounce on them, especially if you've not bothered to contact them for months. If you've not contacted them, or you've heard from them for months, don't use something as an excuse to have a go at them. If you've got a problem with them, just tell them, but don't lurk and creep and then go, at last, there's my opportunity to have a go at them. Something I've wanted to do for ages. If that's the way you're thinking, why? It's not healthy. Just unfriend them. If there's an underlying problem, tell them. Don't lurk about and creep and stuff. It's just odd. If you've got a problem with someone, tell them. Okay. But following on from that, there are a couple of apps that people are using at the moment. One is Zoom, which is where you can do multi-person video calls, which is pretty cool. And another one is called House Party, where similar to Zoom, you can invite people along, chat and stuff, and then you pick a game and you play it. So not only can you chat on house party, you can play fun little games like trivia quizzes, games where similar to guess the person's name who's got a cute forehead, and Pictionary. Oh, I've got to show you this. Look at that at the very top. Bruce Dickinson. Cool. So yeah, it is pretty cool to be indoors, but there are resources out there, and so don't be afraid to reach out and say hello to people and check up on others, see how they are. These are testing times for us all, and a brief little message can make all the difference to someone. And on the other side, a brief little response and hello and ask how they are as well. So, here I am, almost at work, and yeah, I know, it's a bit of an odd thing. Golf in the sunlight and I'm not bursting into flames. Yay! Oh, yeah. It does feel eerie, post-apocalyptic, or whatever you want to call it. But once this is over, a vaccine's found, and start rebuilding everything in our lives and everything else. And let's hope that those who've made a difference to other people's lives, from emergency services to the lone person who makes weekly shopping visits for vulnerable family members and friends. They are remembered as well. So, almost at work. Hope you all have a good day. Hope you all manage to get through lockdown, whichever country you're in. Just remember, we will get through this. Look after yourselves. As the saying goes, what beautiful news, like the saying goes, be safe and be kind. So you all take care, and much love, many hugs, and virtual hugs anyway, and catch you all soon. Mwah. Bye for now. Bye. Hopefully this will be the last part and the last you have to put up with me for a couple of days. I was not being horrible, but saying that there are people like swallowed up like it's Arctic. Well, the temperature's dropped a bit, and I'm a little bit jealous of those people wrapped up like the nuke of the north. Yeah. So, if you do need to go out for any essentials tonight, and it is the evening of the 20th of April 2020, wrap it warm, it's chilly. At least here in the UK. So, I've got myself Dominican chips, and here's something nice for you. Don't know if you can see it, but there's blossom on the trees. It's really pretty. I wish there was I wish there's some way of like making it more sensory, as it were. But it's nice to see it blossom, spring and all that. So on my way home, it's been an incredibly long Monday at work, and we've all been feeling the pressure of it. It's yeah. So yeah, but we're classed as essential. We go out there, go to work, and we do our thing, and do our best. That's all we can do. So I hope this video has been nice to watch, even if it's just the illustrations of a rambling old biddy. But I just hope that everybody's okay. I know that people are having a rough time. We've got one friend who has been helping out others who've been having some really dark thoughts. I've got another friend who had a bit of a scare, frontline nurse. Thankfully it turns out the test for COVID came back negative. I can't tell you what relief that was to find out. So anyway, I can't imagine what it's like for her to find out what relief. And another one of my friends just appears to have dropped off the face of the earth. He's still around, but I just hope he's alright. Just worried about him. Anyway, regarding people having a rough time, I've been okay-ish. It was but I've had people to keep in touch with, and I'm trying to keep in touch with others and get in touch with others, see how they are, reach out. I'm glad I did, because a couple have been crummy. I just wish there was something else I could do for them. It's all about the human side of things. Instead of looking for an excuse, waiting to pounce on someone the minute they say something you don't agree with, don't. Just don't. It's not cruel. Something I want to know. You said it's not big, it's not clever, it's damn not attractive. If somebody says something that you like it, or you might think it's a bit ambiguous or whatever, ask them. Don't be needy, rather than just like instantly take it that they do mean you. Okay? Unless, like I said, you're looking for an excuse to how to do it, then don't just tell them look for an excuse. Just tell them they don't like you. Okay? Or just don't do it altogether. Don't look for an excuse to talk about it. If you feel like reaching out, please reach out. If anybody makes you feel like a burden, then they're not a friend. If you're concerned about someone, reach out to them. See how they are, make sure they're okay. Find ways of keeping in touch with people. Like I said, there's Zoom, or if you want something like similar but with fun and games, then look for House Party. Fuss your pets, cherish time with each other. If you have neighbours, keep in touch with them, but over the garden fence, and just be safe. That's the most important thing. Got to look after each other. We are in the middle of a real life horror film, whether it's outbreak, contagion or whatever. But just look after yourselves, and as that saying goes, that new wonderful saying, be safe and be kind. And there we go, lock the door safe. And for those of you who need a fix of fluff, I'll give you a fix of fluff. Fix of fluff. Milo! Oh, he doesn't like fame. This one, however, does. Yeah, that's my namesake, Millie. So yeah, you'll be good, you'll be kind, you'll be safe, and much love to you all. And if you do insist on taking anything I say to heart and want to make it horrible, just forget it, please. I haven't got time for horribleness. This isn't meant in a horrible way. I've had people like snap at me, unleash horror, and not tell the whole world about their own problems, about the nasty things they've said about me. Yeah. So please look after each other. And if anybody says, "Oh, you said that so many times," it's like, well, maybe it needs to be said so many times. So, to quote from Dusk Till Dawn, everybody be cool. You be cool. Mwah. Bye. So that's the end of the video, and thank you ever so much for watching. Just to reiterate, if you think that any part of this video was aimed in the nasties or snarky way at you, and you want to have a go, don't bother. If you do have a problem with any of it, please ask first, is any of that aimed at me, rather than just having a go. If you want to have a go, don't bother. Okay, be nice. So, none of this was aimed at anybody maliciously, and the reason I have to do that is because it's very touchy at the moment. And I would like to thank everybody for your continued support. And if you keep an eye on this video, I will be doing follow up to my makeup tutorials, lesson number 4, which is eye makeup. And it is, remember, it will be very basic. And so if you want to, please subscribe. And I hope you've enjoyed this video of me being out and about. Not really wanted to be out and about, but during the COVID outbreak, with a job that's classed as essential, I've got no choice. So yeah, but you all stay safe. Much love to you all, and remember, feel free to subscribe, and love everyone. Take care. Bye.